This is Matthew Odam. I am the restaurant critic at the Austin American-Statesman. You know, when approaching this list, I wanted to make sure that it was a snapshot of the Austin dining scene, from high-end to no-frills places that are important now, places where I eat and my friends eat, and places that people talk about, places where I would send out-of-town visitors if I wanted them to have the best pizza in town, or the best sandwich in town, or the most elegant dining experience in town. There's a few places on here that maybe aren't talked about as much as they should be. Maybe they've been forgotten, and I think that people need to recognize that they're more important than maybe we sometimes remember. It was a labor of love for sure, and it's always hard when you come up with a list like this, because some people are going to be left out. It's a very temporal thing. You know, places that this week might be 20, a month from now might be 35, or they might be 15. A year from now they might not be on the list, but it's a snapshot of what's going on right now, and I think most of these restaurants have proven themselves. So whether they're 30 or 45, they deserve to be on the list. And so then it just becomes really a matter of splitting hairs, and the list would change daily and weekly as I was putting it together. My number one pick for this year's dining guide is Uchi, the restaurant Tyson Cole started almost a decade ago. You know, Uchi has been around for almost a decade now, and they really helped usher in a new era of fine dining and new cuisine in Austin. And they're still doing amazing things. They're better now than they've ever been, really, and the long lines or long waits will attest to that. And it's an exciting dining space. What they do with flavors is imaginative. It's all very fresh. They just never cease to impress me. You know, this list really runs the gamut from elegant restaurants like Congress, David Bull's restaurant on Congress Avenue that is probably the most elegant dining experience in the city, to no-frills places like Tam Deli, which is run by a pair of Vietnamese sisters who put out some of the best sandwiches in the city, along with some very comforting and restorative bowls of pho. The places all speak to a sense of the people creating the meals and a sense of community from the people eating there, whether that's at Asia Cafe up north, or Franklin Barbecue on the east side, or at Swift's Attic downtown. You know, there are fine dining restaurants on here, but we also have sandwich shops, like what the guys are doing out at the Noble Pig. We also have pizza, like Little Deli, a great neighborhood staple in Crestview. And the great thing about these restaurants is you can have a roasted chicken at Texas French Bread, and then you can have that same bird fried down at James Holmes Lucy's on South Congress, and be equally impressed with two completely different preparations and approaches.